Friends, 1080 days of war between Russia and Ukraine, and I will bring you the latest updates in the war zone. In eastern war zone, that is Kurakhov Pokrovsk sector, fight is on in Rozdolnoye, Novocheretovatое, Otradnoye area. In Kurakhov Bogdatirsk area, Russians have advanced towards Constantinople from north, from Andrivka and from southeast. In Andrivka itself, Russians have advanced from center towards the eastern side. Daknoe has almost fallen to the Russians except few pockets of resistance by the Ukrainian troops. In Pokrovsk sector, in the left flank, Ukrainians carried out counterattacks in Peshanoe area, however, no success, while Russian army entered Andrivka's center from Zavero side as well. They have advanced towards Kotlina direction and Udakne and eastern part of Novosargivka. As per the information, it seems Ukrainians are building forces and equipments in areas of T0515 road in Yazinovo Slaviansk area. Maybe they are aiming to recapture Selidovo through Zarya and Novod Matrivka. If they are able to capture Solidovo and advance towards Dakinskoye, Lysivka, Sukhiyar areas, they will be able to surround the Russian groups heading towards Dnipropetrovsk. In Toretsk, Russian army were able to retake suburbs of Krimsky and advance towards Toretskaya mines. Fight is also on in the leftover Zabalka and Sherebinivka, Leonidivka area. Chasov Yar Russians are advancing in the leftover regions in southwest, south, as well as in north. Northeast Ukraine, in Kupyansk sector, Russians have advanced north of Dvorikna and northwest of Novomlinsk and took over Figulovka or Faiholivka. In Lyman sector, positional battle on. In Kursk Oblast, Ukrainians launched counterattacks in Yulanka, Cherkasskaya regions, that is south of Sudzha, and took over Cherkasskaya, Konopelka, and even Fanasivka, which is on the other side of the road. They also carried out offensive operations towards Kruglenkoye in Malya Lokanya area, and fight is on in Makhnovka. These counteroffensives were carried out in almost 8 waves by the Ukrainians using 2 mechanized battalions, and additional forces were various and many IFVs, ACVs, tanks, and other heavy weapon systems using UAVs also. Russian Ministry of Defense claims that the counterattack were by and large repelled and Ukrainians incurred heavy losses. Interdiction missions as usual, Russians hit targets in Kharkiv, Cherkasy, Odessa, while Ukrainians attacked various regions including Krasnodar Krai, Rostov with drones in Russian Federation. Coming to Palestine, Lebanon, Israel. Clashes took place between Hezbollah and HTS, that is Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, on Lebanese-Syrian border. HTS accepts that they have entered into Lebanese border, but after clashes, Hezbollah entered Syrian area and captured few HTS militants. HTS reportedly has started controlling areas north of Aleppo, which was so far under Syrian National Army supported by Turkey. In Gaza Strip situation is same. Due bad weather, Palestinians are suffering heavily to manage their housing, food, clothes, etc. Lebanon border, IDF carried out airstrikes in southern Lebanon and eastern Bekaa Valley. They also flew over Beirut, breaking so-called 60-day ceasefire, which is extended till 18 February, and this is not the first time. Netanyahu, while with Trump, called on to move Palestinians to other countries. They also said that Palestinians are free to be relocated and come back. What a joke. White House seems to have planned to resettle Gazans in addition to Egypt and Jordan, even in Somalia and Morocco. In Somalia, they will be positioned in Somaliland and Puntland, which is under heavy control of American hegemony. In Sudan, SAF entered Sharkila in Kordofan front. In Zazira, they captured more than half dozens of locations and entered Khartoum governorate from south. In Khartoum itself, they made gains towards center and east. Trump will be signing an order imposing sanctions on ICC for prosecuting US Israel, financially and visa sanctions against ICC members and their families. Jurisprudence is only valuable if they support the imperialist powers. Lastly, Daily Mail published so-called leak of key points of Trump's peace plan, that is cessation of hostilities by 20th April, where Kiev will recognize Russian sovereignty over liberated territories, Ukrainians will withdraw from Kursk, ban on Ukrainians' accession to NATO, but possible accession to European Union in 5 years. That's all. Thank you.